One of the most important things that you're going to want to do is build your authority. Now, we're going to get into very specific stuff about building authority through different strategies such as content marketing and other different things, link building, so on and so forth. But what we want to first understand is how can we build authority? What are the different ways that we're going to build authority? Now, we've already discussed what authority is. Authority, in effect, is your notoriety on the internet. How well known are you? How important are you? If you're just starting out, of course, your authority is going to be very, very low. But if you do have some authority behind you, then great. But many people ask themselves, how can I build authority and how can I do this quickly? And this is a fundamental core component to SEO. Without authority, you really don't have anything. I mean, you have to have all three of those components in place, the age, the authority, and the content. But you can have excellent content, but if you're not building any authority and nobody knows about you, then you're not going to rank high. So you really have to focus on building authority. It's going to be a grueling task that you're going to be doing, but nonetheless, it's one that you have to do. And what I would recommend is, and we'll get into this a little bit later, is to schedule out your time by creating to-do lists and weekly tasks and stuff related to your SEO work. Because building your authority is going to be a constant amount of work, especially with a lot of the content marketing stuff that we're going to be doing. You want to do like video tutorials. You're going to want to write content on other authority websites. So we'll be marketing that content, of course, and doing, sharing that content on social media and stuff like that. But you're asking yourself, how do we build authority? What is authority? I mean, authority is kind of your link popularity. I mean, it does boil down to like how popular is your website? How many times has it been shared, talked about in editorial content, relevant content with links? Are there important websites that are linking to you and stuff like that? So you want to demonstrate your knowledge. To build authority, first of all, you have to have great content. We're forging value and building trust. You have to demonstrate your knowledge. How knowledgeable are you in your industry? You want to become an authority in your industry. No matter what industry that you're in, you want people to look up to you and respect you and say, this person knows what they're talking about. They're an authority in this industry. Of course, you want to have a blog for sure. The blog is one of the most important things that you're going to leverage to build your authority. It's not something that happens overnight, of course, but nonetheless, it's something that is going to be integral to building your authority. You can do things like guest blogging and speaking. Social media stuff, of course, is going to help you build your authority. There's a lot of different social media things that we'll be doing to help build your authority. LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, things like that. Google Plus, of course. And one of the things that I wanted to also discuss about is to build authority. Not only do you have to come across as very knowledgeable, you want to write excellent, well-researched, unique content, but you also want to get out there and try to help others. Now, I know that we're not always super altruistic. Of course, we're not going out there and doing stuff for others with no benefit in mind to ourselves. But on the internet and in life, you have to forge value. And in order to forge value, you really do have to help others. Now, this isn't just writing awesome content on your website and sharing it with others. But you want to participate in different discussions, groups, and add something to those discussions. Like if you're jumping onto a forum or commenting on a string of blog comments, you want to get in there and you want to add some value and help other people. You don't necessarily have to drop your link every single time, but of course, we do want to build some link awareness, but don't try to be so overt about it. You want to get out there and try to find people that you can help because you're knowledgeable in a certain field, and you can get on Quora, you can get on many different websites where you can get out there and help people. But most importantly, you should just get out there and go to different blogs and different forums. You could even go to popular social media pages and try to write and help other people that in different areas that you can help them with. So there are a lot of different ways to build authority. We're going to be looking at a lot of them. Of course, content marketing is going to be a huge one, but it's important to be niche specific. You're going to have a website and it's going to be in a specific niche or category, and that's going to be very, very important. You're going to be kind of that small fish in the big pond, so to speak, but you want to define yourself, define what you're all about. You want to focus on a specific topic. You don't want to go all over the place. So you want to ensure that you have some of those fundamentals in place, of course, but then you're going to want to get found. You're going to want to get out there and start doing some content marketing, of course, SEO work, social media stuff, any type of publicity that you can think of, email marketing, of course, but a lot of this is really going to boil down to the content marketing, blogging, and blog commenting and forum commenting. That's going to be the bulk of your work, because that's really where you're going to be able to share your links. But it's going to be hard work. There's going to be a lot of work involved behind it, but that's what it takes to build authority. It's going to happen. It's going to happen over time. It's not going to happen overnight, but we're going to leverage some of the popular websites to try to build our authority faster. And one thing that I wanted to discuss about authority is that Google likes to see, well, first of all, Google tracks your links. So, if one month you had 10 links created, the next month you had 100 links created, Google knows that. There's something called link acceleration as well. So it knows that your links are accelerating from month to month, then that's a good thing. Now, I'm talking about quality links. I'm not talking about scraping links using software and stuff like that. Google has its finger on the pulse of everything that's going on. It's tracking everything. So, keep all of these things in mind, because everything that you're going to do is going to be really, really important as far as building authority to your overall success of your website, your overall success as an SEO. So we're going to get into the different strategies, but for now, I want you to understand that, there's going to be a lot involved with building authority. We have to have our fundamentals in place, but when we talk about authority, we're really talking about link building. So it's all off-page SEO stuff. Stuff that we're going to be doing away from the website. We're going to be building presentations, for example, PowerPoint presentations, and posting them on SlideShare. We can even write Word documents and post them on Scribed. We'll be doing some YouTube stuff. So, and of course, writing articles on other popular websites such as hub pages, WordPress.com and things like that. We'll also talk about trying to do some guest blogging. Guest blogging is good, but it doesn't have the same kind of impact that it used to have. But it's still definitely a strategy that I would hope that you'd consider. And we'll discuss how we can do guest blogging. And then, of course, we're going to have some of the PR stuff. It's good to put out press releases, but they're not going to make a huge impact because Google knows that you're paying to put out those press releases. So it's not going to be enormous for you, but definitely a strategy that I would recommend that you implement. It's great to have as wide of a variety of links coming to you as you possibly can. So, Google is not only concerned with things like link acceleration, but it's also concerned with, how much of a variety are there of your links? Like, are all your links coming from YouTube? Are all your links coming from, 2 or 3 different websites? That's not good. It wants IP diversity. So, IP address diversity. It doesn't want just Google. It doesn't want just links coming from, say, the United States or Canada or wherever your links are coming from. One website, one server. It wants your links coming from everywhere because it knows that when that's happening, and that's true authority. Now, and I'm not talking about, again, through scraping software or some other means that, it's automatically generated links or automatically generated content. I'm talking about, real links with real IP diversity. So, you have to focus on as many different sites linking into you as possible. We'll get into some of that coming going down the road. I know that you'll probably see a lot of people talking about trying to get hundreds and hundreds of websites to link to you as quickly as possible. And that's not a good thing. We want relevant, high quality links, and we also don't want to bombard Google because we have to do things in an organic fashion. So keep that all in mind moving forward.